Welcome to Kranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise, and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Kranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. Good evening, well, I should say good afternoon, not evening. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Kranky Live program. This is a big game today, big game. Second of two semifinals, England versus Argentina. History in the making, history between the two sides. Before I jump into this one, and you can see the lineups, then I'll go to the lineups. I want to just mention yesterday's game for 2 seconds. Yesterday we thought, well, many people thought France would probably win the game against Spain. Be a tough game, but France would win. Difficult game. And Spain gave them a masterclass. Really interesting. And the reason why I mentioned yesterday's game versus today's game is look at the England lineup, which I find very interesting. The first time they have this lineup for the tournament. So just the two starting lineup. To my right is Argentina. To my left is England. Argentina has Martinez in goals. Molina, Romero, Otamendi, who normally hasn't started the last few games, and Tagliafico, Paredes, Fernandez, McAllister, Messi, Almada, and Alvarez, preferring Alvarez to Martinez. So I find lineups very interesting in terms of Argentina and their setup, which is very similar to how they have been throughout the tournament, but surprised about Otamendi, not sure if there's an injury. And then for England, Pickford in goal, and he's been England goalkeeper for the last 4 tournaments. Stones, who's very injury prone, came in last game. Konza went right back last game. Stones went in the middle with Mark Goy. There was concern that Goy maybe have some injury, but he's playing along with Jed Spence. In the middle, we have an interesting construct. Rice, Anderson, Bellingham, and Rodgers. And I'll be curious to see who plays on the right side of the midfield. And we have Kane up front and Gordon playing. Maybe it's 2 forwards up front. Not sure what the formation is. I know Arsenal trying to buy Rodgers, and the question is, would they play him on the left? So that's interesting. Versus on the right, where Saka plays. So Tuchel decided to bench Saka today, which I'm a little bit surprised about, because he played well the last game. I thought Madueke was atrocious. But what Tuchel is doing is what Spain did yesterday. Flood the midfield. Spain had no center forward yesterday. Right? They played the left winger and Yamal up front. They rotate, whether it was Olmo, Ruiz. We have Rodri who will play in the CDM. And I'm trying to remember the other player that I'm missing. They benched Pedri. It was a really interesting setup Spain had yesterday, with not even a true false 9, because Olmo and Ruiz were the ones sort of rotating there, which I find very interesting. Today, we do have a center forward in Harry Kane. And is this a prelude to England's team against Spain if they do win this game? To say, you know what, the battle is in the midfield, we're going to flood the midfield. Now, Declan Rice has been bedridden quite a bit before the last game. Let's say he's fit for this game. He's had a very long season, so we see how that works out. But the matchup's going to be very interesting. One of the questions also being asked is, would you play what they call in the US a box on one on the player, which is you man mark Messi and you play zone for the rest of the team, because football is about zone. You pick up the man in your area, even though I think France forgot that yesterday in Luka Dean because he let the right back for Spain, Porro, just go by him, even though one could say that was Dewey's fault also because he didn't go with the player. But the question is, do you play box on one on Messi? Because Messi walks out the game and picks his spot about where to run, where not to run, etc. So it's going to be interesting. Good afternoon, Ted Dexter. Hope you're doing well. Royal Prince, bless up. Royal Prince is bringing England. I am actually supporting England. Obviously, I'm British someplace in my past, so I'm supporting England. But it should be a really good game. I'm looking forward to the game. Argentina, to me, have not been impressive in the tournament. The last game against Egypt, they could easily have lost that game. England has also had some really interesting games. The Ghana game, they probably should have lost. Konza should have gotten a penalty against him. The Norway game, they could have lost. The DR Congo game, they should have lost. But coulda, woulda, shoulda doesn't really matter. It's where you are currently. They found a way to get out of the line. What England needs, though, and what Tuchel is searching for, is additional output other than Kane and Bellingham. And that's why you see Marcus Rogers there. Rogers had a very good shot, decent shot that the keeper mishandled for Norway, but Bellingham followed up on. So I think what Tuchel is looking for is, can I get some more offensive output? Rashford hasn't done it. Madueke hasn't done it. Gordon has been hit and miss. So he's not getting the production. And Saka has been sort of injury ridden. He's nursing an Achilles injury. So it should be really interesting, actually, as to how this game materializes and how it evolves as it goes along. I am really looking forward to the game because if you know the history between the two countries, whether it's the Falkland Islands War way back when, whether it's the 1986 World Cup, which is still talked about today, where Maradona scored that goal with his hand, even though I've always said England cost themselves that tournament if they played John Barnes up front on the right, on the left, sorry, because he fed Lineker one goal and gave him another, which he missed, and he was destroying the man that he played against. Bless up, Peter. How you doing? I think England was very racist at that time. Still are, but maybe less so now, given them on the black players that they have. And they were reluctant to play some of the better black players, and it showed up in that game. But having said that, Maradona was brilliant, but he scored with his hand. There was no VAR at that time, because if VAR was there, he wouldn't have gotten that goal. And England have not forgot that, because that was a semi-final. I think Argentina, beat Germany in the final. And then in 1998, England were down to 10 men when Beckham fouled, was it the coach for Atletico Madrid? Simeones. And he picked up a red card and it cost England the game. So there's history there. They haven't played in a while. I'm not sure they have played since then, actually. I don't think the two countries like each other. So it should be an interesting game today. England hasn't won the World Cup since 1966. Argentina are the defending champions. England has gotten to this stage in a number of tournaments. They lost in the last two Euros to Italy and to Spain. They beat them last year. And in the last World Cup, they lost in the last 8 to France, who went on to be in the final. And the previous World Cup, they lost to Croatia in the semifinal. Now, it's interesting that he's playing Jed Spence today. Jed Spence has gotten a lot of grief from a lot of people about his game and the way Tuchel handles him. But I think Tuchel is trying to negate Messi on the right side, the left side of England, and Jed Spence with his speed, because Jed Spence is the fastest player in England team and the best one-on-one defender. He wants him to match up. No, I don't think Rashford was good in his last game, so I'm not surprised he's not playing. And Gordon was decent last game and had 2 assists in the previous game, so he's going to get the nod. But this should be a very good game. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm picking England. No surprise. At least from my end. Bellingham has to be careful. He's on a yellow card, so I think he and Rice and another player on a yellow card, so he has to be careful. And they also have to be very cognizant of where Messi is. I think having Rodgers in the team is good. What I was very surprised about yesterday is France's big players were all anonymous. All 4 of them. Dembele, Bartola, Mbappe, and Olise. And Olise and Dembele were diabolical. They were atrocious. They couldn't pass a ball. And I think Deschamps didn't help himself. He took off Rabiot and he put on Kone. But what he needed was more midfielders. and not forwards who are converted midfielders. He should have probably put on Cherky much earlier to play the 10. So I have more in the midfield than Olise, who was lost and I had no idea what he was doing. And Olise is a brilliant footballer, so I have no idea. Sometimes styles make fight, and Spain always seem to beat France. And I think what Spain does brilliantly, which I've been advocating for Jamaica for years that they should do, go to Spain, learn their system, learn how they play football, because you may have more athleticism, as France did yesterday, but there's nothing more than if you don't have the ball, you can't score. And if I can't get the ball, I get frustrated, I get tired. So it's not that complex. It's not that complex. And I'm very disappointed to see people haven't learned that yet. They haven't learned that ball possession is an imperative when you're trying to control a game. And Spain controlled the game twofold yesterday. One, when they have the ball, and two, when they didn't have the ball, which may sound simplistic because their defense was awesome. Bless up, Von 777, how you doing? So my hope is that today England will play smart. I'm not sure how Tuchel going to set his team up. Who's playing on the right of the 4 midfielders? Is he playing Rodgers on the right? Because Bellingham is in the middle, along with Kane, along with Rice and Anderson. So I'd assume Morgan Rodgers will roll out right, but we'll see what happens. Or they have a lot of rotation in the middle, and they're already playing one on the right per se. Now, Reece James seems to be fit, and I think Reece James is a brilliant footballer. So it makes for a very interesting game. England has not had the best tournament in terms of playing up to their potential or their ability so far. I think if they play smart, they can get a penalty off Romario, who probably get more penalty. Don't get a lot of penalty call against him for Argentina, because more is allowed in these games, but it's possible to create that situation. So it'll be an interesting game. Interesting game. Looking forward to it. What's your prediction for this game? Let me know what your prediction is for this game. I'm curious. Let me know what your prediction is for this game. I am curious. Who are you picking to win? By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, people, please do so. I'd appreciate it. And let me know who you're predicting and your score. I'm carrying England. I think it will be 3-1. That's my prediction. I mean, it seems outrageous given Argentina's defense. They're going to give up 3. But I think England will score first, and then they will try to come forward a lot and leave themselves vulnerable. But we'll see. Yeah, O'Reilly's not the best defender. Very good going forward. But if you watched him against Atletico Madrid when Valverde took him to school, when he played, no, I'm not sorry, against Real Madrid for Man City, he's not the best defender. He's a good player, but not the best defender. So Tuchel is showing that he's not Gareth Southgate. He's picking teams based on facts and circumstances, based on situations, which I think Southgate sort of picked the regular team. You could pick Southgate team any point in time. Apart from Kane and Bellingham, and to a lesser extent, Kane, Bellingham, Pickford, Rice and Anderson, if they're not injured. Maybe Reece James if he's not injured. The rest of the positions are up for grabs. They're up for grabs. And he's showing that in this tournament. And he brought players. One thing, I listened to Tuchel speaking about how he picked his squad. And you would not believe the minutiae of detail they go into to identify all situations and scenarios and how they're going to compensate for those, inclusive of players in the squad. So whether it's penalty kicks, whether I need a goal in the last minute for a header, so I bring Ivan Toney. Whether I'm stretching the defense and I may bring Harley Watkins to stretch the defense. Whatever the scenario is they can have in a football game, or in America says soccer game, they have sort of identified those situations, discerned those situations, and making what I would consider to be some kind of informed decision about what situation it may entail, what players they may need, the player's capability, and how that players inform the decision to have them in the squad. That's why you saw no Palmer. That's why you probably saw no Gibbs White. That's why you probably saw no Foden. Madueke was awful the last game, 1-5-7-7-7. Awful. Beyond awful, frankly. He was as bad as could get. Madueke will not see the field again the rest of this tournament. Bless up CBJA2000. How you doing? Hey, CB, hit the like button as they come in. Bless up. How things well? Shire Wilson pick England 2-1. Now, Argentina has been, look, it's gonna be luck when you get to where they are, but I don't think they've been impressive. They've not been impressive. And England has not kept the ball well in this tournament, so it should be really interesting. Argentina strengthens their midfield with McAllister, Paredes, and Fernandez, along with Messi, because Messi plays any and everywhere, mainly on the right. If I was to, I'm exploiting Messi's lack of defense on the right side. I'm attacking that side because he plays no defense. And today's football, everybody got to play defense. Games are getting ready to commence. It's 0-0. We are at that time. It should be a good game. Man say England by 10, 9, 5, 3, 6. Why you say England by any means necessary? That's a Malcolm X position he's taking, by any means necessary. And let's see what they do. Dr. Don bless up, say he wants England to smash Argentina. And we're off. We're at the races. Argentina playing out. Nowadays, people try to boot the ball down. England is pressing. They probably figure Argentina doesn't have the speed to get behind them. Good pressure by England. Throw in to England. Jed Spence throws it to Mark Goey. We're in the first minute of play. England in possession. Stone. So we have Mark Gay, Stone, Spence, and Reece James in the defense. Anderson, Rice, Rogers, and Bellingham in the midfield. And I'm calling Rogers in the midfield. And up front, we have Kane and Gordon. Let's see how... Gordon is playing wide, so I guess Rogers is playing wide of the three, even though he's sort of inside, actually. He's not rubbing the touchline. All right, Ted Dexter. Well, I'd have to commentate like it's radio, not TV. So Spence, England just keeping possession. Argentina with a soft press. Bellingham back to Mark Gay. Argentina being physical already with England. Twice we saw McAllister ran over, I think it was Anderson, and now we saw Bellingham being run over. So they're trying to be physical. And watch, he just hit him in the back for no reason. Referee got to set an example. That's ridiculous. That was Paredes, just ran over Bellingham when the ball was long gone. Referee needs to talk to them and make sure you give a yellow card if need be. Pickford trying to go long. Not a good pass. Argentina. England is pressing. They've decided to press them, and the press is doing well. They're forcing Argentina all the way back. Fernandez plays it out. Ball out of bounds by James, throwing to Argentina. So England pressing. Argentina took the ball from the middle of their half all the way back to their 18. Tagliafico with a throw-in. 2 minutes in, score tied at 0. England in possession. Gay to Anderson, to Rice, to James, back to... A referee has to call a yellow card. This is getting ridiculous now. This is the third player an Argentina has bumped after the ball is gone. This is getting ridiculous, people. They're trying to have a war here. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. The ref has to stop this. This is the third player that's been hit down by an Argentina player for no reason. This is ridiculous. They're trying to get England out of their game, and it's Paredes has done it twice. So they have done it to England in 98. They're trying to do it again, antagonize them so they can get them to do something rash and create a situation. This is deliberate. He passed the ball and then he punched him in the head, actually. He hit him in the head. Wow. He sort of elbowed him in the head. This is ridiculous. That was Fernandez, sorry. He doesn't want to go back to England. He's begging not to go back to England or Chelsea. I guess he's going to go to Real Madrid. This is ridiculous, people. This is 3 tackles they've made, and it's 3 foul tackles. At some point, the ref has to do something. Yeah, he did help, but Bellingham showing his elbow in the head, and the ref is doing nothing about it. If you start giving out yellow cards, Argentina will stop. They're trying to win by any means necessary. I guess they can't play the game the right way. England in possession. Ball to Mark Gay. Pickford is way out of his goal. Play to Pickford. Pickford is outside his 18. Anderson to Rice. Rice looking to go along. And goes all the way back to Stone. Argentina with a soft press. They're starting their press just over the halfway line. And England dominating possession. Here comes Jed Spence. Get by his man nicely. Beat another one in the box. Ball almost out of bounds and won by Argentina. And it should be a corner to England. The referee says no. England dominating possession so far. Argentina playing with brute force and England playing smart. It's Gay all the way back to Pickford. Pickford to James. Brilliant control by James. But then he gets dispossessed. And ball turnover to Gay. Gay to Anderson. Anderson to Stone. Stone to James. James to Anderson. Anderson tried to go outside. Poor pass by Anderson. I think that wasn't smart by England. They should go long on that play. Jed Spence looked really good on that dribble previously, but couldn't get a final product. England is pressing really hard. The weather must be good. I guess it's in Atlanta. It's probably pretty nice inside. This is not Dallas or Miami. I think Bellingham, has Bellingham touched the ball? He touched the ball once. Spence wins the ball. Brilliant turn by Spence. He tried to play out of trouble. Anderson is down, foul against Argentina. That's a 4th foul by Argentina in the game so far. Bless up Eric Bright. Yes, I think it's England Day today. I hope so. Referee is not calling any foul. He just kicked Anderson a while ago. So Argentina can come to kick England off the park. This is not good. The referee is not controlling the game. Argentina can barely touch the ball. England dominating possession. Pickford trying to go along. Trying to find Rogers. Rogers control. He's out wide. He's trying to beat his man. Does go by him, trying to cross. Cross in the box. Ball out of bounds. Corner to England. England is so much a better team than Argentina. It's so obvious. I don't think Argentina has put together 5 passes so far. England's press is bothering them. When England have it, they can't get close to England. Now let's hope Rice can beat the first man here, because the last game, he was out of sorts and his set pieces weren't that good. You just joined us. We're in the 7th minute of play. The score is on the board, so I don't want anybody complaining that Kranky can't see the score. I have the score up on the board. It's below the FIFA World Cup sign, and it says 0-0. Corner to England, 7 minutes in. Rice for the corner. England team is bigger than Argentina, which is not surprising. Look at what's his name pushing in the box. Good corner by Rice. Headed out. Argentina trying to break. Spence wins it back. Gay. Referee calls foul against England. High foot, I guess, against Mark Gay. Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling in the blocks and the ref calling nothing. Argentina realized they're not as good, so they're trying other means. Yeah, the referees they've been told to let play go on, but you can't let hooliganism ruin the game. Argentina are trying to play out, but England is really pressing. Good pressure by England. all over the pitch. Foul against James, free kick to Argentina. We're in the 8 minutes of play. He's holding James, you know. It's kind of funny. Argentina playing using dark arts in this game. It's like Paraguay against France. And Argentina's supposed to be a better team. Argentina in the middle of their half, coming forward. To Messi. They need to touch Messi. If they're going to touch your players, they need to touch Messi. You can feel that you're out there. England now with a passive press, not much of a press. You need to get Bellingham and Kane in the game, and they've not been in the game so far, and we're almost 9 minutes in. Here comes Anderson. Foul, free kick to England. That's Argentina's 5th foul. We're in the 9th minute of play, people. They keep at this rate, they probably have about 50 fouls by the time the game is over. And no yellow cards. Anderson into Bellingham. Bellingham to Kane. Kane is taken out. Referee says play on. Yeah, start fouling them. Foul by Anderson. You got to do the same thing that they're doing. They saw they're going to play them physical. See Arsene Wenger, Infantino, bunch of dignitaries in the main VIP box. Argentina coming forward. Romario to McAllister, plays it out of bounds. Argentina have a struggle just passing the ball to their teammates. The press is really bothering them. It's Bellingham to Mark Gay to Anderson. Trying to find Gordon over the top. He does. Gordon has it, maybe out of bounds. Crosses it straight to Martinez. He needs some more height on that pass by Anderson, but pass was too flat. That space is in behind because Messi's not going to help cover anybody. So that right back is on his own, unless McAllister or Fernandez rotate over to support him. Or Paredes. 10 minutes in, score tied at 0. No keeper hasn't been tested so far. No shots taken. No damage done. Martinez trying to go along. Ball headed out by Stone. Throw into Argentina. Ball is in the middle of the half of the England half. They're showing celebrities on the field, and I have no idea who these celebrities are that are showing in the stands. I guess I'm not up to date. Anderson wins the ball, coming forward. Beat 1, beat 2, is tripped up. Referee says no foul. There's referee, I have no idea what. And look at Bellingham got tripped up a while ago. Yes, referee saw him. He tripped up Bellingham when he was running off. And the referee saw it. He thought the referee wouldn't see it. It's time you give him a yellow card. That was Martinez, sorry. Bellingham trying to run and he tripped Bellingham. And the referee is not calling up a yellow card. That's ridiculous. And Tuchel is losing his mind on the sideline. It's getting ridiculous, people. Totally ridiculous. Anderson went through. He didn't get fouled. I think the ball was won by Martinez. Now, Anderson got up. He's holding Fernandez's leg. Fernandez trying to get up. He lay down. Anderson let him go. But I think Bellingham was trying to run and he got tripped up. And the referee, I don't know what the referee is doing. It's getting ridiculous now, people. They're trying to make this a true war and the referee is not controlling the game. If you start giving Argentina cards, the game will change. Trust me. And he's giving a drop ball when the foul was against them. This World Cup is full of too many controversies. They're doing stuff they're not getting called foul for. It's ridiculous. Argentina coming forward. They don't care how they're winning them. Ball played wide to Messi. He fell down. Come back to Romario. England is too deep. They don't need to be that deep. They have nobody to get behind their defense. Ball to Fernandez. Sorry. That's Romario has it. Romero, I should say. Not Romario. Romario used to play for Brazil. Romero. They're just trying to walk the ball up the field now. Ball play wide to Messi. Should be offside. try to find his teammate behind the defense. England giving them some of their own medicine. Yep, giving some of their own medicine. And he's falling down. Pickford took the ball from him because he's walking the ball and barely touched him and he threw himself on the ground. And in South America, cheating is deemed to be cute, and it's deemed to be, in football, it's deemed to be that you're cunning your opponent and you're smart. While in some, it's reprehensible in some parts of the world. So it's really interesting. Bellingham to Mark Gay. England about in the middle of their half, just walking the ball up the field. They need to play with more pace. Gay out to Spence. Spence could ball to Gordon, and Spence and Gordon, they have numbers. Gordon coming forward, goes inside, looking to shoot. And then he turns it over. He had 4 men in the box, just need to pass the ball, and just totally messed up on that play. Great play, 1-2 by Argentina. They've gotten behind Spence. They have numbers. 4 against 4 ball played over. James controlled the ball, should have headed out. Ball crossed in the box. Overhit. Picked up by Tagliafico. Tagliafico, ball comes back to Paredes. Paredes go across field. To McAllister. They're just playing amongst themselves. Now England just sitting back deep, just above the 18-yard line. Just above the box. Not pressuring the ball. Game hot. Yeah, it will be hot. It'll be very hot. Does Argentina come to war? I'm ahead of you? Finally. I'm ahead of somebody. Isha, I'm ahead of somebody finally. I'm normally behind. I specifically got, I'm away from home. I specifically got this, the cable here, so I could watch the game and not stream it. So I wouldn't be behind. Argentina now is playing their game in a very tight space, and England have to watch themselves. Here come England. They have a chance to go forward. Bad touch by Bellingham. And gave it away. Bad touch by Bellingham. They had a chance there to break. I think England wants to break. McAllister had a brilliant turn. England won it back. Bellingham has it coming forward. The man behind him plays out to Gordon. Gordon tripped up. So Argentina is not allowing England to go forward. They're going to foul them, stop the play, and start it over. Look at the Argentina players kick the ball away. I thought it was a foul when you kick the ball away. I think Bellingham need the player when he went down. Bellingham has been cute with that. He made sure he left one on him when he was down on the ground. Here comes Stone, plays outside of Rogers. Rogers have 2 men. He goes back to James. James to Stone. Argentina now sitting back in a half block. Ball played out to Stone. Stone coming forward. Goes to James. James back to Stone. Stone back to James. Good 1-2. Good spacing. Good triangles. Ball switch across field to Mark Gay. Gay coming forward. Goes wide to Spence. Spence is going to go back to Gay. There's nothing there to go unless he run by his man. Go back to Gay. Gay to Kane. Kane want to get a touch. Ball inside to James. James had a chance to go wide and to Bellingham. Bellingham back to James. James to Spence. Spence beat his man brilliantly in the box. And out of bounds should be a corner, but referee saying it's a goal kick. Spence needs to play the ball, play a 1-2 versus trying to go between the man's legs. Between, looks like that's Fernandez. See Mick Jagger in the crowd. Mick Jagger, I know. Here comes Argentina. Turn up the ball over, back to Stone. Stone all the way back to Pickford. Pickford has choices. Anderson called for in the middle. He goes wide to Rice. I haven't seen Rice as much as I'd like to see him in this game. Let's hope he's recovered. He almost turned the ball over. Played the ball to Rogers. Rogers taken down. Foul against Rogers by Martinez. Rogers is down. There was no ball on that. And Kane asking the ref, why isn't that a yellow card? He didn't touch the ball. He took the man out. That wasn't Martinez, actually. That was Tagliafico. Go ahead to Spence. Spence to Gordon. Gordon to Bellingham. Bellingham all the way back to Mark Gay. Mark Gay should switch it and come to Stone. I'm not sure why he's trying to force it through the middle, down the left. Just switch the play. The defense has to shift. So Gordon come back. Should come across field to Stone. They should have done that already. Stone was calling for the ball. You should get a chance to go to James. James goes wide to Rogers. Goes inside to Rice. Rice turns brilliantly. Goes back to Rogers. Rogers tried to beat his man. Almost got by, but it's a throw into England. Rice demonstrating to the ref that he was fouled, but no call made. Anderson goes out to Gay. Anderson trying to give Gordon some information. There's Kane, plays it out to Rogers. Rogers has James cross in the middle, poor cross by James. He rushed that cross. He needed to take one more touch and try to cut it back to the penalty spot. He tried to take the cross one time, and that wasn't there. All he needed was one more touch. He got by the defender. Good build up by England. We're in the 20th minute of play. Argentina fans, as they attend these games in numbers. Here comes Argentina. Messi with the ball, turn in the middle, and Anderson wins it from him. Messi turned it over. He's not been in the game at all, actually. 20 minutes in, he hasn't had that many touches. Argentina trying to draw England in. They have 4 men back and trying to create space behind the defense. Here comes Argentina. They have numbers. It's Alvarez against James. Looking across, he does. That was chest down, not show chest that ball down, trying to find someone in the box, but England won it back. And it's an offside against Argentina, free kick to England. Good build up by Argentina, good cross by Alvarez. Trying to chest it down for a shot, but didn't materialize. And we start again. 21st minute of this second semifinal. The winner goes to the final of the World Cup. The loser played the third place game on Saturday. The winner in the final on Sunday. Pickford looking to get pressure so he can play behind the defense. Argentina just walking up the field. Pickford looking to go along, over the top, trying to find Rogers, who's blocked off by the defender. Pickford need to put more hair on the ball. Got to put more air. The kicks are too flat. Here comes Argentina. Messi plays it outside. Ball inside to Messi. He plays it to McAllister. Argentina is keeping possession. England defense all the way back. They're in a blocks of sort of a hybrid, sort of a 4-3-3 defense. They're trying to run the right back off Spence. We'll see if that materializes into anything. Attempted cross by Alvarez. Ball out of bounds. Throw into Argentina. Martinez coming forward, plays it wide. Ball again is back to Martinez. That ball was placed with Tagliafico. Romario to McAllister. Almost picked off by Jude, and Jude stepped in his ankle. And the referee decided to call a foul because the player fell down. Jude decided to leave some on them. Jude decided he's going to dish out some medicine. He's never going to win that ball. Stepped in the ankle of McAllister. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to overlap both left and right backs. That's why Spence playing also. Give me speed. Free kick to Argentina be taken by Messi. England haven't tested Martinez in this game. England don't have any space through the middles. Kane doesn't have the speed. Ball played wide by Messi. Try to cross, blocked by Spence, out of bound, corner to Argentina. I think that may have been Molina trying to cross it. I see Aguero in the crowd. A lot of past players are in these games. Pickford and Almada getting into it. Almada, sorry. Who is that getting with Pickford? His number is not there. It says 77. Is that 11? That's Almada. Yes, Almada. It's 17. I don't see a 17 on the board here. Corner to Argentina to be taken by Messi. Foul. Free kick to England. I'm not sure what the referee called a while ago. Oh, it's a hydration break. But it wasn't a foul. He had to let the play out. Rodgers is not really being in the game as much, I would think. So with the first hydration break in the second semifinal game between England and Argentina, score tied at 0. Haven't seen enough of Bellingham. Haven't seen enough of Rodgers. Seen some Gordon. Seen some Spence. Not enough of Kane in this game. On the Argentina side, not enough of Messi or Alvarez, to be honest. So it's not the game yesterday. It's interesting. We have seen much more exciting games earlier in the tournament. Yesterday's game was very disappointing because France didn't turn up. And today's game is interesting because Argentina decided to come and play rugby. They have a good rugby team. And England hasn't really broken them down. You're talking about Argentina. Yeah, it's more like a 3-4-3. They're overlapping. Otamendi, Martinez, and Romero are playing in the middle. No, Martinez is right off the 3. And they're trying to put Tagliafico and Molino and push them up to overlap. But you should be susceptible defensively if you go forward with your 2 wing backs and you're able to get them on the counter, but that hasn't happened so far. England doesn't have a lot of speed on the field. Gordon is quick, but Kane isn't. Rodgers is okay. One thing Rodgers does really well through the middle is he can take the ball and go by people. When he's on the wing, it doesn't really work. I think they should have played Saka in this game. I don't think Rodgers should have started on the right. I think Tuchel make a mistake with that. If you're going to play Rodgers, you got to play him through the middle. So then you have to sit either Rice or Anderson. Tuchel giving a lot of instructions to his team. Not the same with Argentina. I don't see a lot of instruction being provided. Players are actually having a conversation versus the coach. But Tuchel lecturing Bellingham, Kane, all of them, actually. Telling them how he wants to see them, what they need to do, where they need to be. It's like a timeout in football. I think hydration breaks are good. Those people who are dated and archaic or complaining about these hydration breaks. First of all, football is a business about money. Second of all, players are not robots. They're playing too much football anyway. So a break to recuperate or to get some fluid is never a bad thing. The possession stat, Argentina has 48, England 43, and 9 what they call in contest. Find that interesting. England with the ball, back to Pickford. Pickford looking to go long. Poor pass by Pickford, really poor pass by Pickford. Almost turns it over. He does turn it over. Argentina trying to go forward. They rushed it out of bounds. That's an awful pass by Pickford. If you're going to go that way, people, you can't. Teams set you up nowadays to go to the middle, especially go deep. If you go over the top, fine, because the ball has to come down. But if you try to go on the ground to the middle, teams sometimes set you up. Oh, what a tackle by McAllister on James. He took him out. And James asking the referee, what the hell was that? Wow. He totally took him out. That was not even a foul. And Tuchel's losing his mind. Argentina possession, 28 minutes in, score tied at 0. I thought we'd see more fluidity in this game and more offense in this game, but it's more strategic, it's more tactical, and we'll see how it materializes as it progresses. Martinez looking to go along, plays it short to Romario. Romario back to Martinez. Martinez trying to go along over the top, trying to get behind Spence. Ball headed out, played out to Argentina. Passing has been off also. Simple passes, pass too hard, can't be controlled, play out of bounds. Here comes England, it's Anderson. To Kane. Kane has now dropped deep. And trying to go over the top to Rogers. Really good pass to James, actually. Ball played out of bounds by, not sure what the play is. Must have been Molina. Throw into James. James to Stone. Stone should go inside to Anderson. He does. Anderson go all the way across field to Spence. Spence to Gordon. Gordon back to Bellingham. Bellingham back to Spence. Gordon took the ball away and turned it over. Gordon taking the ball away, which is not his, and turning it over. That was never his ball. And he's not having a good game so far. Having unforced errors, I'll call them. Argentina trying to play out. Doing a good job. Good 1-2 by Argentina. Ball played inside. They have space. They have time. England trying to press, but Argentina played through pretty easily. And coming forward is Paredes. Plays it to Messi. Messi now trying to be the orchestrator. Goes over the top. And find Martinez, who's way up the field. Even though he's playing... I'm sorry, not Martinez. Why do I keep confusing Tagliafico with Martinez? Argentina passing is off. Trying to go over the top, not working. Their passing has been poor. Neither of these teams look like they can compete with Spain, to be honest, the way they're playing. But the ball is round, as they say, so we'll see. Pickford need to go long. He's delaying. He's going to go over the top, trying to find Gordon. Bellingham win the ball, beat his man nicely. Turns, beat his man again. Comes inside, looking for a pass. Try to beat two, foul, free kick to England. Bellingham just had to take it up on himself to drive the team forward. Because when Gordon gets it and try to do that, he turns it over. Free kick to England, just outside the edge of the box on the right side. And Kane probably take this free kick. I think Rice should take this free kick. People haven't seen Rice free kick against Real Madrid 2 years ago. Two of them in the top corner. Probably a little bit too far out to test Martinez, so he probably should try the traditional set piece over the top. Try to hit it to the far post. We are 32nd minute. My screen says 33rd, so it's ahead. 32nd minute of the second semifinal of the 2026 World Cup between Spain and England. The score is tied at 0. England has not tested Martinez yet. Rice to take the free kick. England in offside position, hoping to go back onside. Good free kick by Rice, far post. Headed down by Stone. He has to do better with that. That was an opportunity. That was a good opportunity. He has to do better with that. He headed out of bounds to the right. That was a good ball. He pushed off a little bit, but he has to do better. And the Argentinians are taking people down in the box, and it's a mess in there. England trying to pressure, but Argentina playing through the press real easily. Ball played out long. Spence with his man. Mark Gay wins it. He's fouled. Free kick to England. Not a smart foul at all. So we're in the 34th minute of play. Scores still tied at 0. Argentina versus England. So Simeone is number 17. I didn't have him on my list. I gotta revisit my my starting lineup. They look like they changed it. I picked up the old one. Simeone is playing on the right. You gotta change it at halftime. Try to find right lineup. Spence with a good ball into Gordon. Gordon tried to come inside. Poor play by Gordon. Here comes James. James over the top. Trying to find Bellingham. Too long. Gordon has not played well. Good pressure by Spence. Good pressure by Spence. And he wins it back. Beat his man nicely. But then turns it over. Good pressure by England. Bellingham to Gordon. Gordon to Bellingham. Bellingham chopped down. Free kick to England. Argentina getting upset, but they're committing the fouls. And Bellingham is being very vocal. Argentina playing very, very rough. Just chop it. Look at Molina just chop down Bellingham and then complaining. And Messi also complaining. You need to get over it. It's a clear foul. Clear foul. James to take the free kick. Went for goal, punch up by Martinez. Kane to head it over. Bellingham tried to head it. Ball headed out by ball played to Rice wide, and Rice gave it away. Poor decision by Rice. And here comes Argentina. Spence got out there and stopped the play, stopped Messi. Messi beat 2, beat 3, coming forward. And he's taken out by Spence. It can be a yellow card, I would think. He's totally clobbered by Spence. And Argentina play all running up to Kane. And the referee's going to give a yellow card. Really, referee? That's your first yellow card because against Messi? Anderson took him out. So you're going to give a yellow card now. You didn't give a yellow card before. Because it's Messi got tackled, you're going to give a yellow card. This is crazy, people. Totally crazy. It's not good for England with Anderson with a yellow card. Argentina getting away with murder, I'm telling you. They commit all these really bad fouls, and now you're giving the yellow card. He just ran into 2 people. That's not the worst foul committed. It's ridiculous. Seriously. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Because it's Messi. Really? Ball played wide. They're going to go back to Messi. So they have a plan, Messi, to come forward and shoot. Blocked. Shot again. Oh, that wasn't far away. Brilliant shot by Fernandez. He's saying got touched. Referee says no. That was close. It's a really good shot. Looks like it was headed for the far corner, just over the bar. Rice to Pickford. Pickford trying to go long to Gordon. Gordon being held up. Got to be stronger. Here comes Argentina again. Argentina just keeping possession their own half. We're in the 39th minute. Not much happening. Martinez just sticking on the ball and hoping for England to come in so they can go behind them. Ball, Rice to Spence. Headed over. England. I'm not sure what England is doing. They're not attacking the ball. Here comes Messi. Tackled by England. Rice is there. Go upfield, out of bounds, throw into Argentina, coming forward slowly. The game is, here comes Argentina. Trying to go between the lines, plays it wide to Alvarez, go all the way back to Romero. Here comes Messi trying to orchestrate. England just sitting deep. I don't think Rogers out wide has worked in this game. He needs to put Saka on. Argentina now dominating possession. England just sitting back, allowing them to come at them. Nothing really happening. Fernandez to Simeone, back to Messi. Trying to play a 1-2 good tackle by Rice. Back to Rogers. Rogers beat his man nicely. He's been held. That should be a yellow card, referee. That should be a yellow card. Yep, he gave a yellow card. That should be a yellow card. England had a chance to break. And let's see who committed the foul. That was a defender, Martinez. Chance for England to go forward. England with the ball, not making much progress. The game is becoming a little bit dull. Spence on the right, looking to run by his man. He has 3 men there. He's going to come back inside to Bellingham. Bellingham is playing too much on the right. He needs to be more in the middle of the park. Game is very, very slow. Ball turnover by Rogers. Here comes Argentina. Yeah, the Rogers thing on the right has not worked. You need to change it at halftime. Not worked at all. Argentina coming forward. Argentina are getting more footing in the game now. And Messi trying to do something, but he's getting dispossessed quite a bit. Anderson foul. Free kick to England. Trying to go forward. Has it to Bellingham. Beat 1, beat 2. Going forward. And tackled away by Romero. Bellingham needed to try to let that ball go. Romero goes all the way back. Ball goes all the way back to Martinez, the goalkeeper. And trying to come forward again. Trying to isolate Mark Gay against Medina, all out of bounds. Throw into to England. It's not the most exciting game, not the best game to watch, to be honest. England with the ball to Anderson, back to Spence, all the way back to Mark Gay, all the way back to Pickford. He needs to go long. He's going to come all the way across field to Stones. We're in the 44th minute of play. Score tied at 0. The Rogers experiment on the right has failed miserably. Bellingham to Anderson. The other thing about what does he want to keep Anderson in the game too with a yellow card? Give him how he plays. Spence trying to go behind to Bellingham. Not the worst pass, but need a better precision on the pass. England with the ball, plays in to Anderson. Anderson trying to go up far field, too much on that pass. His passing, he's not Gerrard, that's for sure. That pass across field needs to be better. Way better. Way, way better. Here comes England. Should be a foul. Referee says nothing. I think that foul should have been against Bellingham, but he didn't get a foul. England now trying to press. 3 minutes of extra time. Good play by Anderson. He tripped up. Ball to Kane. Kane turns it over. Anderson again plays it inside to Rice. Rice could go across to James. James should go far post to Kane. He decided not to go to Anderson. Go to Rice, sorry. Rice back to Stone. Stone goes wide to Spence. Spence looking to go down the wing. He's going to come back inside because the space is not there to Mark Gay. England is moving too slowly. The movement of the ball is not there to create the 1-2. Kane to Rice. Rice all the way out to James. James trying to shield his man. Plays it back to Stone. Suicide ball. Stone wanted out of bounds. Throw in to James. 2 balls on the field. Awaiting. Change it. Here comes England. Anderson to Mark Gay. Back to Anderson. Argentina just sitting deep. They're very comfortable. To James. Back to Rice. To Rogers. To James. Trying to go behind the defense, but Argentina playing really good defense, actually. Stone back to James. James outside to Rogers. See, that's where you need Saka. Isolated outside to beat the man. Rogers, that's not what he does. He's used to being in the middle of the field. You're not used to playing with all that tight space. You know, the sideline being a defender, and very, very challenging. Comes Anderson. Trying to go. Anderson plays it hard inside to Bellingham. And it was offside against Bellingham. Free kick to Argentina. We have 1 more minute of extra time remaining. Scores is tied at 0. Not the best, not the most optically pleasing game. Ball played outside. Not much happening. Argentina trying to come forward. Plays a nice 1-2. Calling for a foul. Referee says no. That looked like a foul against the Argentinian. Here comes Kane. Plays the ball. Really bad pass by Kane. Kane not having the best day. Anderson trying to find James. James with the header. Calls for a foul. Referee does give the foul. Free kick to England. Not one shot has been taken to either goalkeeper for a save. The game has been played in the middle of the park. Kane to Anderson, outside to Mark Gay, to Spence. Spence looking around the defense. Plays it to Gordon. Gordon either comes to Anderson. He has Anderson. He's trying to beat his man. He goes inside. Cross far post over the bar. Corner to England. The referee may say it's halftime though. Because it's at the halftime. Yep. He does call the halftime. He's not going to give the corner. So at halftime of not the most exciting game in the world ever, England versus Argentina, and the score is tied at 0. As you know, at this point in time, I take my 1-minute break, which I'm looking to do. And then I come back. We can get together and talk about the first half, which has not been that exciting at all. So I'll be back in a minute. We'll have our musical interlude, as I normally do. And I'll see you in a bit. So we're back. We're back for the second half. Let's go to some halftime stats. Interesting stats. You can see from these stats. You can't see that because I need to remove this and then do this. So this is the halftime stats. Not a lot to go talk to home about. As you can see, in terms of possession stats, Argentina has 55% to England's 45%. Expected goal, you can call it 0 for both teams. Total shots, 2-1 for Argentina. One very good shot by Fernandez. Corners, 1 each. Fouls, Argentina 12, England 7. Passes, Argentina has more, but most of those are in their half deep. Free kicks, England 12-7, based on all the fouls that Argentina committed, and 1 yellow card each. Anderson has 1 on Martinez for Argentina. So not a lot to go home about, actually, to get excited about. Not the most exciting game, not the best game. Needs to be. The game will open up if a goal is scored, actually, by either team. Right now, it's very coy, very tactical, very strategic. Neither team want to make that mistake that's going to cost them the game. Right? And when you play a whole 48 minutes, because there was 3 minutes of extra time, and you have 2-on-1 shots and expected goal is basically 0, it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Argentina came up in their butchering self, not playing football, but playing rugby. England tried to retaliate somewhat, more subtle, but it has not been the best game. And there's not a ton to talk about. I would think for England, need to make a change. Saka for Rodgers. And maybe Anderson comes off. Maybe what you could do, actually, is you take Anderson out, because when you have a yellow card against the Argentina team, and Anderson seems to have a certain temperament, you have to be very careful. Because Messi's going to dribble against you. You may foul him again, and you touch Messi, that's going to be a yellow card. That's how you got the first yellow card. So maybe you put Rice in the 6, you put Rodgers in the 10, you put Bellingham in the 8, and you put Saka out wide. Maybe that's a consideration for Tuchel. He needs a bit more offense and more one-on-one play, and Saka provides that. Peter asking for Rashford. I don't know. Rashford skill set lends him to go by people. He hasn't been doing that. Didn't do that in this tournament. Maybe that's why Barker didn't renew his contract or exercise on the loan and buy him. He's not going by players like he used to. So that makes it a little bit different, interesting. Dr. Don said England playing into Argentina hands. Yeah. Somewhat. I think you need Rodgers to the middle. Rodgers can carry the ball through the middle. You need someone who's going to be physical, run hard through the middle, go by people. That's what Rodgers does. Bless up Taylor, or Taylor's Road Tony. How are you doing? Tony. Oh, okay. Bless up, sir. How are you doing? From 101. I think 101 have a stream today, if I'm not mistaken. I think Apollo Tom is going to do a stream today, if I'm not mistaken. I think Gordon has been poor. I mean, England wingers have not been that good. Saka was good the last game, but they've been part of England's challenge. Bellingham is not in the game as much because Argentina defense reminds me a little bit of Spain. Spain doesn't play use dark hearts. It's very hard to break down. Is the phone connected? I have to go get it. It's connected, but it's been charged someplace. Give me 1 second, Dr. Don. Give me 1 second. You know what? I'm going to put on my halftime break thing, which is what I use nowadays. Let me get the phone. I can tell you to call in. All right, so you can call in, Dr. Don. I think it's connected. Let me make sure it's hooked up. Let me make sure Bluetooth is connected, which is not. I should have data. I don't have a Wi-Fi. My wife, I don't know the Wi-Fi numbers here. And it's not connecting, Dr. Don. Not sure why, because it's linked up. It's not coming through the system, Dr. Don. I have no idea why. Oh, you know what? I did something here. Give me 1 second, try to link this thing up. Let me see if I can force connect it. Yep, I should be able to do so now. But it's not connecting. I'm not sure why. It's blinking. Yeah, but in terms of the game, I think for either team, for Argentina, they have to find a way to break England down. They got to get Messi more involved in the game. He's not as much involved in the game as he should be. England doing a good job of shutting him. That's why Bellingham playing a little bit deeper. Yeah, my phone is not linking up with my Bluetooth here, Dr. Don, so it's not connecting. But I expect a better second half from both teams because somebody got to go home. I'm not sure anybody want to go to penalties. That's not a good thing. England has lost a few penalty shootouts at this time of the tournament. I think the last one was 1990. So they did lose the Euros to Italy after being up by a penalty, actually. Dr. Dana can't get his phone connected. I'm not sure why. But I would expect that second half, Tuchel, he's not afraid to make changes. He's going to make at least three or four changes. The first one to me is the Rogers thing on the right has not worked. Argentina doesn't have a bench. No. Well, they have a bench. They have Martinez on the bench as center forward. Sandro Martinez. He's a change for them, but their bench is not the greatest. It's not the best bench. So, but England has a very good bench, actually. They have a lot of options. Frankly, Holly Watkins would work well against this team because the Kane thing is not working, but you can't remove the captain, so Kane is going to be on the field. But you can't take him out of the game, especially when you may go to penalty kicks. That would not go over well with fans at all. Unless they were up 2-1 or 1-0, then they may take him out. But otherwise, it's not happening. His phone, we're going to halftime, it's not linking up. All right, not gonna happen, Dr. Don. It's not, my phone is not linking. I thought it would connect it by now. Let me just take out Bluetooth and try again. But people, for a second, the game, there's not a lot to talk about. Dr. Don says Spain will be running around with their passing. Is Spain? Do you guys think Spain is beatable? They're such a difficult team to play. They didn't create a lot of chances yesterday, to be honest. Maybe a little bit later in the game when France was trying to press, but they suffocate you. In terms of one, you can't get the ball, so you get tired, and two, when you have the ball, they're pressing all over the field. There are no even Yamal, who normally takes some time off. He was pressing. He was doubling up on the wingers, which they needed to do because France have very good players out wide, but the French players were poor anyway. Very poor. But I've never seen those players play as poorly as they did yesterday. Dembele didn't have the best tournament, even though he scored about 4 goals. Mbappe was brilliant. Olise was brilliant until that game. And then they played Bartolo instead of Doué. To me, Doué was responsible for the second goal. But even so, they didn't look like scoring. They did not look like scoring, which is really sad. Can't believe you have a France team with all that offensive potency, and they look like scoring a goal. As Lan says, Argentina will rough them up. They are small. Nah, you have to be able to get to them to rough them up. You can't rough up Spain. You can't even get. Spain benched Pedri yesterday, and to me, Pedri is one of the best midfielders in the world. So they put a little bit more physicality out there, and more speed, and reduce the sort of, even though if you say Spain reduced technical, it sounds weird, but Fabian Ruiz, Dani Albo, a little bit different from say a Gavi or a Pedri. So that was I found that really interesting, actually. Phone not working, Dr. Dan. I'm not sure what the story is, even though I have the connection. But looking forward to the second half. England has to do better. And Argentina has to do better. Argentina against Egypt. I mean, Egypt did score 2 against them. And looked like they could have scored more because Argentina was pressing. Either team score first, the next team will press, and they'll be more vulnerable. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Yeah, I do think they need a change after the second half. England needs a change. The Rodgers on the right is not working. It's not working. You tried it, it failed, move on. Hey Float, how you doing? Best of Float. Thanks for joining. Let me see the England team coming out. The same team coming out. I think Jed Spence has been on that side, has done well because Messi hasn't done much so far. Bellingham hasn't done much either. Carried the ball a few times, made a few passes here and there, but has not imposed himself on the game as well as he can. I think a Saka on the right for Marcus Rogers, take Anderson out, put Rice in the 6. To me, that's the change I would make. Then you have more. I mean, you're more vulnerable defensively, but you're much better offensively. And frankly, Bellingham can defend as well as Rice can. So what going for? I don't think he'll take Gordon out yet, but that's a possibility eventually. I don't think he'll take him out yet, though. I'm gonna give him more time. Look for changes about the 68th minute. Surprisingly, make one at halftime, though. Given how he has managed this tournament. I think the free kick should go to England. Kickoff. We are back for the second half of England versus Argentina. Score tied at 0. One of those, what I would call forgettable first halves. Wasn't much to it. Wasn't much in the game. Didn't see much. Didn't do much. It's a sold-out Atlanta stadium. A friend of mine was down at the stadium yesterday and said there were so many Argentinian fans. Didn't see the English fan, but a lot of Argentinian fans were there. So ball played out by England. Well, I think Rashford and Saka should be subbed in. I don't know about Rashford. I think I'd play Gordon for a little bit more, and then maybe Rashford comes in for him. I'm not sure what happened. The game got stopped. It was played back to Pickford, but not sure why it got stopped. I can't hear what Rebecca Lowe says, but I'm not. I would take out. I would switch Anderson out with a yellow card. Pickford going long. Not a bad shot up the top to Kane. Kane trying to head out. Go to Romero. Rice heads it out wide to Gordon. Gordon heads it to nobody. And here comes Argentina, and they have space and they have room. England trying to set the offside trap. Good move by Alvarez. Goes back to McAllister. Argentina now has possession again. Coming forward. Ball played all the way across field to Martinez. Goes inside to McAllister. Goes wide to Tagliafico. Argentina just on their halfway line coming forward. So it's Simeones to Molina, back to Romero. England decided not to press, and Argentina going to go all the way back to Martinez, the goalkeeper. So they went from their halfway line all the way back to the goalkeeper. I think not playing. Saka must be injured. There's no way Rodgers should play on the right over Saka. That makes no sense. Martinez trying to go long over the top. Ball headed the bound. Spence got in behind Spence. Shot. Pickford. Good save by Pickford. Not a good move by Spence there a while ago. And he got dispossessed again and put on his butt. Ball on the side. Spence twice got himself in trouble. Almost gave away a goal right there. Pickford talking to the referee. I'm not sure what's happening. Did he say it's a corner? I think he said so. Twice Spence got bamboozled. Fell on in his rear end. I don't think that was a corner. I don't know who touched the ball. Well, Messi with the corner. Referee is talking to the players. A lot happening in the box. Messi takes it short. They're probably going to go back to Messi. Yep. Messi against James, far post. Headed up by England. That looked like Stone. James to Gordon. Ball played down to Messi. He's onside. He's not offside. He's against Bellingham. Bellingham takes him out. He's out of bounds. Goal kick. Brilliant move by Bellingham. Take Messi out. And ball out of bounds. Goal kick for England. Brilliant move by Bellingham. Messi was onside there. He wasn't offside. He was way onside, actually. Bellingham timed it, sent him down the line, and just took it away from him. So, new sheriff in town. Anderson to Bellingham. Bellingham out to Stone. Stone to Rice. The game is slow. The movement is not there. It's not like it's that hot. Rice goes back to Stone. Stone goes all the way back to Pickford. And then recycling the ball. Ball over the top, trying to find Spence. And bad touch. Gordon has it, comes forward, and he takes a bad touch himself. Anderson plays it to Bellingham. Bellingham plays it wide to Spence. Spence trying to go down the line. He does. Cross in the box. Great cross. No one is there. Right across the face of the goal. Where was Harry Kane? It's got to be on the 6-yard line. Good move by Spence. He's getting by his man. But no one there to tap the ball in the goal. Spence taking too long to throw the ball in. And they're throw it down to Gordon. Back to Bellingham. Headed out. Here comes Argentina. Rice won it. Out to Gordon. Gordon back to Anderson. Anderson to Stone. Stone comes wide to Mark Gay. Mark Gay going to go across to Harry Kane, who may want to shoot from here. Goes wide to James. James to Rogers. Rogers looking to go by his man. No room. Tries again. Crosses. Poor cross. He got to get stuck in the game. I say that 101 times. Rogers taken out. Argentina comes forward. Good pressure by England in the box. And Romero played out of it. That was close. It looks good he played out of it, but that could have been disastrous. Argentina now broke the press and are coming forward. Romario was pretty comfortable there. Spence recovered. Played the ball upfield. Gordon fell down. Bellingham has it. Beat his man nicely and he's being held. And that should be a yellow card. Yep, it's an yellow card to Romero. Good move by Bellingham. He does go by his men so easily. And Romero just had to grab him, make sure he goes no further. So we have two of the defenders for Argentina now on yellow cards, Martinez and Romero. Romero got lucky in that play with Gordon and Bellingham coming in. And Argentina fans had their hearts in their mouths. Bellingham to Gay, to Stone. Stone coming forward. Goes inside to Anderson. Anderson plays all the way across to Gordon. Spence trying to assist him. Gordon goes inside. He does that and get dispossessed so easily. Anderson goes all the way back. Gordon can't beat anybody. Time for Gordon to be taken off. Try somebody new. Can't get by his man. Stone to James. James back to Stone. Stone all the way across to Mark Gay. He has Pickford as the outlet. Pickford. Gonna go long. He goes to Mark Gay. Gay to Spence. Spence dispossessed. Got elbowed in the face. And free kick to England. Referee having conversation with someone. Spence is down. He's talking to the Argentina player. I think that was Simeone's. Looked like his dad. Here comes Argentina. Not sure what the ref called a while ago. Argentina trying to play through the lines there, but England pretty compact. Covering all the space, all the gaps. Gordon shadowing Messi, but not really pressuring. Here comes Alvarez. Goes wide. Molina out wide to Simeone's. Goes back inside to Messi. Argentina trying to break the defense down. They're doing a good job. Ball plays on the wing. Gordon crosses it. Missed kick there by Bellingham. Gordon plays it out. Trying to find Kane, but turns it over. Here comes Argentina again. They're now way in England's half. England has dropped back. Probably a little bit too far. They probably need to push up somewhat. The defense is all over the place. It's not well situated. Simeone's shot wide. Not sure what that was about by Paredes. But not a good shot. England doesn't keep the ball well, as you would expect, given the quality of the players. And 53 minutes in, no changes so far for either team. Score tied at 0. Pickford looking to go long. Decided to go short to Stone. That may not have been the best pass. Ball out to James. James plays it inside to Kane. Kane trying to go over the top. Trying to find Rogers. Good play there by Martinez. Ball played by Rice to Rogers. He has a chance to cross in the box. He does. Good cross. Gordon is there. Goal! Goal! England. Goal by Gordon. Kane dropped deep. 40-yard pass over the top. Blocked initially by Martinez. Played back to Rogers by Rice. Crossed to the far post. Gordon running off Molina. Tapped it into the net. England 1. Argentina 0. Brilliant. They finally spread the field, and Rogers was onside, way onside, and so was Gordon. Martinez stopped it. Rice came forward, plays out to Rogers, still onside, and he just crossed in the box. Really good cross. And I think Molina fell asleep. Molina fell asleep. Didn't realize the man was behind him, and Gordon took it really, really well. Just really put it in the corner. Really good run. His first goal of the tournament so far, I believe. I don't remember him scoring before. I said they should remove right. Well, here's the problem that I have with that comment, Livingstone, Mike. That suggests that Saka couldn't do the same thing. When you say make a change because he's not working, I often said that Rogers could play in the 10 and take off Anderson, put Rice in the 6, and put Bellingham in the 8. I said that also. But it wasn't working. Now it worked. Doesn't suggest that Saka couldn't be doing those crosses because we weren't getting any service from Rogers for the game. Brilliant goal, brilliant goal. Brilliant, brilliant goal. Well done, England. So if you just join us, we're in the 56th minute. The game will now open up because Argentina has to come forward. They have to score, and therefore they're going to be vulnerable coming forward. England need another goal. Settle their nerves. Argentina coming forward. Probably going backwards. That was a good cross by Rogers, though. Here comes Kane. He got dispossessed. He should have done better with that. Argentina coming forward. Now Argentina have time and space. Good. Spence should never have hesitated. Spence hesitated. Here comes Simeone's brilliant tackle by Spence coming from nowhere. His speed is ridiculous. He made a bad judgment by not going for the ball, but he made up in a flash. Wow, what a play by Spence. He made up for his mistake. He actually could have won that ball if he went for it. Simeone's was behind him, but he came back with that 100-meter, 10 flat 100-meter speed to catch up and play it out of bounds, corner to Argentina. That was close. That was close. He made up for his own mistake. Short by Messi again. They like to go back to Messi. He's going to try to go far post now. Ball headed up by Kane. Throw into Argentina. Yeah, England can't be that open like they were a while ago. That's not a good look. Here comes Argentina. They're trying to run off the left or right back. McAllister outside wide to Messi. Messi comes inside. They're triple teaming Messi. Martinez plays it wide. All the way back. Goes back to Romero. I'm sorry, Molina, not Romero. Now Messi has it. Trying to play some of the cute 1-2 with McAllister to get behind the defense. Simeone's. England needs to stop the play over the top. Poor pass. Out of bounds, and Pickford is taken out. Has to be Romero. Yep. Gotta be Romero. Gotta be Romero. It's a good cross by Rodgers, though, to find him. Brilliant cross by Rodgers. And brilliant run by Gordon. And he took the goal really, really well. Didn't try to blast it. Just touched it. What do you mean, DC? Uh-oh. Spence made a mistake again. He's making some mistakes now, Spence. That's the third mistake in a row. If you keep making them, he's going to be taken off. What is Kane doing? Just play the ball off our throw-in. What are you doing dribbling in your own box? And you don't know where you are. Just play the ball off our throw-in. I think Spence will be substituted soon. He's done made about 3 mistakes in a row. By hesitating. He's got to commit himself. Here comes Argentina again. They're not dominating possession. England dropping too deep. They're dropping further and further deep. Here comes Simeone trying to go inside. Cross, far post. Headed up by Stone. I think some players are getting wary. 68 minutes in. England 1, Argentina 0. I think England now, they got to come press now. Now is when you should press. Now when they have the ball, you should press when it is far up the field. Because they have to be rushed. Because they don't have much room. Let them go all the way back. Romero coming forward. There are no gaps there. Shot over the bar by Fernandez. Goal kick to England. If you just join us, we're in the 60th minute of play, or 61st minute. The second of 2 semifinals for the 2026 World Cup. Argentina 0, England 1. They're showing the goal again. And Gordon and Rodgers were way onside. Argentina is now dominating possession, and England has lost their way a little bit. They're not starting to press. Really press high. But Argentina does a good job playing through the press. They don't feel the pressure. And when England presses with 4 players, there's too much gap between the first line of pressing and the second line. Way too much of a gap. Way too much of a gap. Then if the ball, you find space in between the lines. Spence has no help. Where's Gordon? Gordon looks like he's tired. Here comes Messi. England does a good job of crowding the field. Messi's coming forward. He has room. He's looking for the 1-2. Trying to play it through. Play up by Stone. England dropping way too far back. They're creating pressure on themselves. Messi trying to find a 1-2. Played up by Stone. England can't get out. And that's not good. Tuchel need to make some changes. People are getting tired, it looks like. Look how they find just space in between there. Just walking them down. If you allow them to walk him down by this, eventually they're going to have some 1-2 and get behind the defense. Trying to cover all the spaces. James plays it out, but it's just going to go back to Argentina. England need to get out. Here comes Argentina. Argentina is not that good to be playing through England like that. They're just not. DC said they're going to score soon. Yeah, yeah, well, they will. Oh, okay, okay. I hear you. Yeah, Rogers to Kane. Trying to go to Rogers up the field. Not the best pass. Martinez all the way back to another Martinez, the goalkeeper. And here comes. When you're playing like this, you win the ball, you have to punish the team on the counter. Here comes Argentina again. Simeone is trying to go deep. Ball won by Spence, but not sure what's happening here. Referee called it back. There's a substitution, actually. Not sure who's coming on or who's coming off. Substitutions being made. I guess they changed. I guess the team. Yeah, Gonzalez coming on for who? So number 5 coming off, which is Paredes, and Gonzalez for Argentina coming on. So Argentina made the first change. England hasn't made a change yet. We're in the 64th minute. I totally agree, Peter, but they're not going to take him off. Kane is a liability in this play, but they're not taking him off. He's not adding any value. In a game like this, you need speed up front. You need counter-attacking speed, and that's not Kane, but they're not going to take him off. Here comes Argentina. It's McAllister. England is too deep, way too deep. They're playing like they're tired. It's going to cost them to keep playing like this. Make Argentina look like they're Man City. Ball over the top. Didn't just play. Headed out there by James. Rice trying to go along, out of bounds. Goal kick to England. England creating pressure on themselves. Argentina is not this good, people. Trust me. Ball headed down by Gonzalez. Really good header by Stone coming back. Stone wasn't there. That's a goal. Yeah, England is creating problems for themselves. Stone with the ball, looking to go along, goes all the way back to, because Argentina has to press. They have no choice. Pickford trying to find Spence, headed down to Bellingham. Bellingham trying to find Gordon. Mark Gary controls, turns brilliantly. Good move by Gary, out to Bellingham. Bellingham plays it out to Spence. Spence should go inside to Kane. Not sure why he's hesitating. He goes to Kane. Kane has Spence, James running. James is wide open on the right, controls, turns, goes back to Rice, shoots. Not a good shot by Rice. Bellingham looking for the ricochet, and here comes Argentina. Oh, it turns it over. Rice coming forward. He's pretending he's hurt, but he's not hurt. Here comes Kane, has a chance to shoot. Shoot shot blocked. Picked up by Martinez. Argentina plays down, but I don't think he was hurt. He's pretending. He lost the ball and fake injury. "66 minutes in, England 1, Argentina 0. And here comes Messi. He has too much room. He's going to go inside. He goes by Gordon. Beats 1, trying to beat 2, beats 2. Plays it out wide. Is that ball crossed back? Played up by Rice. Corner to Argentina. Konza coming on, so he's going defense now. Not sure who's going to take out. He's going to take out Kane. Going to take out James, who has not had a ton of football. But it looks like Konza's going to come in. Not sure if for Spence or for James. I assume it's James. But we shall see. I think England make Argentina look better than they really are. Corner by Messi for a post. Ball headed out. Here comes Bellingham. He tried to play it out. Didn't need to do that, actually. He should try to find his own man. I think Gordon is tired. He needs to come. Argentina trying to go wide to Simeone. Is looking to shoot. Plays it wide. Ball cross back. Out of bounds. Corner. England on the the cosh, as they say in England, under pressure. But I think they create the pressure for themselves. Then he needs some changes. He needs some changes. Argentina fans are boisterous, cheering their team on. Since England scored, remember people, the game was pretty even. Nothing much happening in the about 18-yard box. And since Argentina scored, England going to their shell and Argentina just keeps pressuring them. Gordon plays it out. And here comes England. Here comes Argentina again. And England cannot get out their own half. Argentina is overcommitting. Messi crosses far post. A great save by Pickford. Great header there. Great save by Pickford. Spence pulled down. Really good header there. England begging for trouble. I think there's a drinks break. England need to regroup. You need to make some changes. Really good cross. Ball headed down. Brilliant save by Pickford. There's no way Mark Gary going to have the forward get in front of him like that. So England players doing their best. Spence with a brilliant tackle. And now that cross that almost was in the net. Not sure who headed that ball. Not sure if it was Almada. So we had a hydration break. If you just join us, we are in the 70th minute of play, or 69th minute, even though my board says 70. Because my board is more real time than my feed. And England leading Argentina by 1-0. Goal scored by Gordon from a cross by Rogers. I would say since England have scored, they have gone into their shell and creating pressure of themselves. Now he needs to make changes. He needs to make about 3 or 4 changes. He needs to change Gordon. He needs to change Rogers. He may have to change Anderson. Yeah. You need more change. You need changes. I don't think they're parking the bus. I think what happens is you start to get conservative and the other team get more aggressive and the other team committing more. But what you need is outlet. Now, the change should be Kane coming off the field, to be honest. But he's probably going to think, suppose we go to penalty, I need Kane. But frankly, if you take Kane off the field and put on a Harley Watkins, then Argentina has to respect that speed. Right now, they don't have to. They can overcommit because they know England not going to get behind them. We need more from Bellingham too. He has not been in the game as much. So Argentina is dominating possession. Can you take off Kane at 1-0? You can take him off. He's not going to. But you can take him off. That was a really good header, by the way. Really good save by Pickford because it was headed down. We have just over 20 minutes plus extra time in this game. England leading by 1-0. Goal scored by Anthony Gordon from cross by the future Arsenal player Rogers. So let's see who's coming out. That was a really good header, though. Looked like it was by Molina. Really good header. And Argentina has, 54% possession? Can you imagine Spain? They're going to have like 80% against if it's England, Argentina. Yeah, but I got to go take it. So Gordon is off. Konza is on. So maybe what they do is put Spence. Are they going to put Spence to play left wing? Why are we doing this? Gordon off, Konza on. He's going really defensive. So is he going 3 at the back? Let's see what he does and play 2 wing backs with James being a wing back. So play Stone, Konza, and Gay in the defense. Let's see what he does. Argentina looks like they're going to make more change. Montiel is on. De Paul is on. Simeones is off. Otamendi's on. England going long. I Pickford. Molina and Simeones are off. Ball headed out of bounds, throw into England. England have slowed the game down. So they're going to go 3 at the back, it appears. with Cons on the right, Gay on the left, and Stone in the middle, and plays Spence. So he's going very defensive, trying to keep his defensive shape. Spence down there with the Kane. Ball out of bounds, throw into Argentina. Montiel with the throw, new substitute. Good play by Spence. Spence blocked it out of bounds. 73rd minute. Argentina still down by 1. It's a Cons a bad change. He's going defensively. He's going defense. Throw into England. Spence with the ball. Bellingham dispossessed. Here comes Argentina. They have numbers on the left, on the right. It's Cons and Spence over there. Ball plays inside. Looking to find Messi out wide. He did. Here comes Messi. He's isolated. Ball crossing the blocks. Played up by James. Throw into Argentina. England just creating pressure and pressure and pressure on themselves. Not sure what happened, but referee has stopped play. Here comes Argentina again. He should, but it's not happening. You can't demand what you don't have. Here comes Argentina again in the middle of the England half. England is really deep, just outside the 18. They make Argentina look like Spain. Seriously. This is not good. Here comes Argentina. Messi with the ball. Hasn't done much in this game. Trying to find space. But he's been trapped by Rice. Then he walks to find space by himself. Rice is shadowing him. Right? Gonna go in the box again. Goal! Oh! I thought it was a goal. I was gonna say goal Argentina. Good save by Pickford. England is joking. They're creating pressure on themselves. Tuchel need to make some more changes. This is not working, people. It's only a matter of time for Argentina scored. That's almost a second header. They're getting free headers. Kane with the ball, trying to beat it. Kane can't go by anybody. Kane needs to come off the field. Sorry, people. Kane needs to come off the field. He can't get by anybody. He's been a liability out there. He's not good defensively. He can't run. Yeah. I don't care about going forward. He's trying to win the game now. Trying to win the game later. Cross again by Argentina. Not a head to the goal. They're winning every single header. They're winning every single header in the box. You can't have that. There's nobody going out to pressure the ball. Pickford has been very good, but you can't win the game like this. McAllister is winning all the others. Trying to go along to find Kane. Kane can't run. It's a waste. England is not playing smart. You got to make some more changes. I expect them to put on. They're gonna put on what's his name from Newcastle. Getting all the headers. They're winning all the headers in the box. McAllister probably should have scored that goal. He's wide open. Nobody's marking him. And Spence has to stop the crosses. Either him or whoever is playing on the left. Why is Rodgers still on the field, though? England looks tired. They're playing tired. And Argentina look like they have much more energy. Messi against Rodgers. He's going to dip inside. Plays it wide again. You're getting the crosses in the box quite a bit. That was should have been a goal a while ago. Another ball to the far post, headed down by Tagliafico. He should have scored, actually. Just headed wide. Should have scored. Oh, it was offside, actually. It was offside. But he should have hit the target. Wasn't offside by much. In fact, to me, he wasn't offside. He didn't look like he was offside. James has to react better, though. He has to anticipate the run. That's all they're playing. They're trying to go behind. You don't want to create a situation where you're the last person back Same time, the man cannot get behind you. What is England doing? And what is Pickford doing? England has lost, since the hydration break, they have lost control of this game. And Argentina is dominating. We have seen Argentina play people. They're not that good. They play by Kanza. They're running off the players. You have to anticipate the run. They're trying to get behind you. He has to make changes. He has people on the bench. What is he doing? Look at Rodgers trying to come out to Messi. He's just jogging. There's no sprinting. Good play by Rodgers. Took it away from Messi. Here comes out in England. Rodgers has it. He has numbers. It's 4 against 4. He has Kane wide. Try to shoot, and it's blocked. Not a smart play by Rodgers. Anderson turned it over. Really bad play. Rodgers need to come off the field. Huh? That play he made a while ago was just not smart. He had 4 men, you can't shot the ball on someone else. Not really smart. They got the one chance to break and they take advantage of it. I don't know why Tuchel is playing nervous. Here comes Argentina. Messi. They're just trying to go behind him on those plays, and it's working really well. It was Messi. England need to pressure the ball. They can't give Messi a chance to do what he wants. He's going to find the pass. Tuchel, you need changes. Tuchel, you need changes. Where's Kane going? There's no reason to pressure the goalkeeper. He's going to play the ball behind you. That's not smart. Find the closest man to you and stick on him. Here comes McAllister. England looks tired. Tuchel not making any changes, doing like what Southgate does. Argentina out wide. Ball play down. He's going to go far post again. Here comes the play by Anderson. Got turned by Messi almost. Messi has 3 men around him. Here comes Kane. He's taken out. Free kick to England. Kane is tired. Take him off, Tuchel. I understand that he's your captain. I understand that your captain has to be on the field. But he's tired. He's not helping defensively and he can't run. You need to put pressure on Argentina. Take Kane out of the game. He's tired. Oh, Lord. I understand Kane's importance to the team. I understand penalties. He won't last to take penalties. If you have 30 minutes, that means 40 more minutes. There's no way he lasts. He lasts. Argentina now put Lisandro Martinez on. They're putting on more offense. James is down. I don't know what Tuchel is doing. James is down, and he may be done for the day. So they may substitute James. They may put on Dan Burns, actually. England cannot afford to play with 10 men. So you should substitute him. So O'Reilly coming on. And Dan Burns coming on. So he's making a lot of defensive substitution. He's not going offense. So James is off, and Dan Burns is going to come on. And O'Reilly's going to come on, maybe for Spence. So he's not putting any offensive player on. He's going very defensive. And Rice is off also. So he's keeping Anderson off and Rice on. He's going 5 at the back. Wow. He's keeping Rodgers on. I guess he's looking for the counter, but it hasn't worked. So James on, Rice off, James off, O'Reilly on, Burns. So they're going 5 at the back. With Spence playing wing back. So it's Dan Burns, Gay, and Kanza. With Spence playing wing back. It's a really interesting team. He's going very defensive. And Pickford keep kicking the ball out of bounds. Here comes Argentina again. So there's no technical players he just put in a while ago. O'Reilly is someone. And they're carrying Kane. So they have 2 lines of 4 basically, and Kane up top. Here comes Argentina. Argentina, we're going to score. I can't see them lasting. They're not coming out. So they're playing O'Reilly further up the field. England inviting pressure. Here comes Argentina looking to shoot. Ball blocked by O'Reilly. Will he get to it? Nope. Good play by O'Reilly. Ball. 1 back by Argentina, 83rd minute. 7 minutes and plus extra time. Argentina looking to score. They're coming forward. Gonzalez or Fernandez. It's Argentina. Ball play with no pressure on Messi. Messi coming forward. Cross far post. Out of bounds. Goal kick to England. England need to get the ball up the field, but they need to keep the ball when they get the ball up the field. You can't just kick the ball out and just invite pressure back. I'm not sure what Messi was trying a while ago. He was trying to far post, but covered by Pickford. O'Reilly putting himself about, coming the game. Out of bounds, throw into Argentina. They have 6 minutes plus extra time to score. See, the Greek freak is at the game. A lot of celebrities. Here comes Argentina. They have time and space. Concise, isolated. 1-on-1. Argentina in the middle as they want to be. Looking to shoot. Oh, really good shot. Good save by Pickford. Too much time, too much room. Good shot by Fernandez. He has that in his locker. Good save by Pickford. And I was going to nest it on the bar or just under the bar. Because Messi again with a short corner. Messi's wide open. There's nobody out. Messi against Spence. Trying to go inside. Looking for the shot. Goal! Argentina. And that's all Thomas Tuchel. Goal by Argentina. Poor game management by Tuchel. Poor game management. Poor game management. You're just inviting them to score on you. You're sitting deep in your box. That's what Arsenal did against City 2 years ago. Begging for them to score. He just tried a while ago, almost scored. Poor by Tuchel. Poor game management. Trying to defend. Carrying people like Kane. Poor game management. Poor outcome. Look at it. All the people in the box, they're tired as hell. Can't get out their box. Look at that. Can't get out their box. Can't get out their box. Messi plays it inside and he's wide open. No pressure. No pressure. Nobody getting out to block the ball. No pressure. Zero pressure. He just almost scored a while ago and you gave him a game to do so and he does it this time. That's poor. A while ago you almost did and you gave him no pressure. Awful people. Awful game management. Awful game management. Are they checking for offside? I don't think it was offside. Awful game management. Awful game management. We have Rodgers on the field, can't run. We have these people on the field, can't run. You don't take them off the field. You're putting a bunch of defenders on. If you keep on inviting pressure, there's no pressure on the ball. These are professional footballers. What do you think they are? Ice cream makers? That's poor game management. Poor. You have Rodgers on who can't run. He's tired as hell. All these tired players, Kane tired. Put on some offense. And now he got no offense on the field. So what's he going to do now? You ain't got nobody to go score now. You ain't got no offense on the field. It's all defense. Poor game management. Poor. Awful. Now they're coming out. You sit down and invite pressure on yourself. And now you're out. You have a bunch of defense on the field. You have no offense on the field. Your team is not balanced. What are you going to do? Awful coaching. And here comes Argentina again. Tuchel's a good manager, but I'm telling you, it's one of his more. He managed nervously. Man's nervous. Now, England, look, England's on backing up again. Attack the damn ball. Attack the ball. Argentina is not that good. You guys are making Argentina look good. Nobody's attacking the ball. They're just dropping deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And they're giving all these players time on the ball. Here comes Messi again. Going to create something. Crossing the box. Headed out by Stone. England is begging for trouble. No pressure. Bellingham trying to put pressure on. No pressure on the ball. Kane is tired as hell. I know what the ref is doing. Stone is down. This is awful game management. Awful, 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 awful. You cannot make this up, people. Roger should have been off a long time ago. Saka should have come on. At the end of the day, people, you need to get the damn ball up the field. You can't keep defending. They're winning all the headers in the box. 5'2" or jumping your team. That means your team is tired. They can't move. Unbelievable. The man just took a shot, almost scored, and you allow him to get a chance to shoot again? Really? He just almost scored, and he has no pressure. People, you're playing football. If you don't have pressure on the ball, on the person with the ball, they have all day to do what they want to do. All day. He was that chance to pick his spot, Kane is supposed to be the front of the defense. Kane is dead. Kane can't run. Take him off the damn field. I don't care what his position is. If he can't run and can't play no defense, you're trying to defend, how is he helping you? Think about penalties later. You put Rodgers on, you put Watkins on, they get a fast break, he can go behind the defense. Argentina has no pressure. It's like box and forward. Defense against forward. Yeah, but Mexico, he had 10 men. He has 11 men in this game. You ain't got 10 men. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can't make it up. He was begging for this. He got it. And he's going to be responsible for this game. No pressure on the ball. Yeah, they stopped playing after they scored. Because the manager went defensive too early. And not only that, he had forwards on the field who can't pressure the ball. So we see a change coming. Who's coming off? Stone coming out. And who's coming in? He has a bunch of defense on it. He can put anybody in the defense. You don't need Stone in there. Now it says number 9. Is that who? I'm not sure who's coming out. Who's coming on? Oh, he's coming. He's going back in. What are we doing? Don't you have more substitution? Here comes Argentina again. England gonna give the game away because of poor game management by the manager. Here comes Messi again, looking to create. Spence try to play out. Kane has it. Plays it out to Bellingham. Jude has it. Run out of bounds. Dispossess. That's like 4 Argentinians just pressure him, take the ball from him. England is tired, and the manager hasn't helped them. They put no pressure on Argentina. Here comes Argentina again. McAllister wide open. Almost hit the upright, almost scored. Wow. Tuchel, get off your ass and make some changes offensively. Go Argentina. I'm done. This manager is an asshole. He's dumb as a doorknob. Go Argentina, dumb as a doorknob. Your team tired, they can't run, and you do nothing. You just sit on your ass, put a bunch of defense in the field, and don't do anything. Tuchel cost them the game. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. You cannot be a poorer game manager. Unbelievable. England haven't passed the halfway line in this game, but Tuchel doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Feel like cussing. Unbelievable. Good win, Argentina. They're not doing anything. Every cross comes from the right side. We have no pressure on the ball. They just hit the upright. Spence throws it out. Spence looks like he's injured. He can't get out there. Cross in the box and nobody's marking him. John Stone is not there. Martino's by himself. No Kanza. It's a joke. It's a joke, people. It's a joke. It's a joke. Poor game management by Tuchel. Just like Gareth Southgate, ain't no better. Dumb as a door knob. What the hell was Tuchel doing? Argentina did the same thing against Egypt, but this is a coach's mistake. Has changed to make, don't want to make the changes. What are you saving the changes for? Christmas? Unbelievable, people. You cannot game manage like this. It's poor game management by the coach. Unbelievable. Wow. You can't make this up. 2-1 Argentina, going to win again. You got players on the field dying, defenders dying. With a bunch of defenders on, no offensive on the field. So when they score, you can't do anything. You're locked in. They should fire him. England didn't choke. The manager choked. The players are tired. The manager choked. Argentina make offensive change, which they need to make. England did nothing. Nothing. Yeah, Spence ain't getting no help because there's nobody on the left side helping him. Because they have Rodgers out there. Rodgers is tired. Rodgers is playing out there. He's tired. It's a joke. How come Rodgers survived the entire game? How come Kane survived the entire game? There's going to be an inquest, but it doesn't really matter. Here comes Kane. Ball out of bounds, throw into England. 5 minutes remaining. England couldn't get out of their own half because their manager have no XXX idea what he's doing. Saka on the bench don't get 2 minutes. Throw in by England. Headed out. Ball played out to Kanza. Throwing again to England. So now England's up the field because they're losing. You cannot make this up, people. This is unbelievable poor game management. So he's bringing in Tony and he's bringing in Rashford. Now you're bringing them in. Throw in again by England, headed up by Argentina. Ball played to Kanza. Cross in the box. Argentina is going to give up no more goal. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe such poor game management. Wow. You can't make this up. Kane should be out the game. Kane doesn't do a damn thing for the entire game. He was useless. You should have subbed him long time ago. Now he's bringing in Tony and Rashford to do what? With 4 minutes remaining? Poor. Stone should have been taken up when he hurt himself a while ago and put on more offense. You can't make this up, people. Spence off. It's not match fixing. It's just poor ass game management by Tuchel. It's so bad, he should be investigated. You're right. Poor cross again. Same cross by Kanza. Same poor cross 3 times in a row. Can't beat the first man. You cannot make this up, people. You cannot make this up. England didn't win nothing. Have the game wrapped up, and Tuchel decided to do what he did. This is not Mexico with 10 men. There was no reason to play like that. Just inviting pressure. Wow, you cannot make it up. Here comes England. So now they can come forward. Ball cross in the box. Poor cross. Pick up by Rashford. Unbelievable. Rodgers played the whole game. Rodgers hasn't done a damn thing. The one cross he made, but he didn't do anything in the game. Neither him nor Kane did anything. They did nothing in the game. Nothing. Nothing in the game. Nothing. He had one cross in the game. That's it. How he played, and Saka is on the bench. Saka is a traditional winger. Saka is on the bench. He's a traditional winger. He's on the bench for the entire game. And he played well the last game. And Rodgers is not a winger. Rodgers does nothing in the game. No. If I wasn't doing a stream, I'd get off. I would just turn the TV off. You can't make this up. Cannot make this up, people. It's as worst a game management I've seen in a long, long time. That's as bad a game management as I've seen in a long, long time. We were calling this throughout the game. You can't play like this. They're giving Messi tons of ball. Ball after ball. Pickford made him sake after save. He's still doing the same thing over and over again. Expect different result? Kane was awful, as he normally is in these big games. Awful. And he still retained his position. You need somebody in front of the queue to pressure the opposition. He kept him on the field. You can't make this up. 1 minute remaining. England going home. I must sign off as soon as the game is done. I can't believe this. Ball out to Rashford. Being pressured. Go by his men. Cross by Rashford. Control easy by Argentina. They're coming forward. Game is over. Argentina wins. Wow. What a loss. You cannot make this up. What a loss. Put on all these big defense and they can't head the ball out of the goal. Huh? They got like 4 or 5 headers. Yeah. Yeah, England own it. I'm not going to blame Argentina for anything. Tuchel owns this. Tuchel was awful as a manager. Awful game management. Awful. 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 They had the game won. Anyway, let's hope Argentina feels some pain on Sunday. You have Saka on the bench for the entire game, don't get 5 minutes. And you have Rodgers out there not doing anything and he gets playing. Can you make that up? You can't make that up. Look Argentina. Look Argentina pressing people. They're pressing. They're leading. And look Argentina pressing. You see how you play? Huh? They're winning and they're pressing. Look how they're playing. They are winning and they're pressing to get the ball. What did England do? Go in a shell, did nothing. There's a difference between the two teams. They're winning and they're pressing. I'm ref blow it off. It's 100 minutes. Don't overdo it. He's looking at his watch. They're saying blow it off, ref. You're going to blow it off now. Ball tap by Pickford. By Martinez. Almost dropped it. Game over. No, handball. I'm not sure we call handball on. England gave the game away. Wow. You cannot make this up. Tuchel has been awful. He's like Southgate. Can't stand the pressure. They will to the pressure. He got overly conservative. Thought this was Mexico. Didn't see Argentina against Egypt. Argentina press when they are down, when they are up. England go in their shell when they are up. That's the difference between the two teams. All right, people, I'm done. I'm not going to do any post game because I'm just going to cuss some. You know what? I cannot believe how badly Tuchel managed this game. I cannot believe how poor Tuchel was. He was awful, awful, awful. From starting Rodgers on the right, even though Rodgers had the assist, it wasn't the right play. To not taking Rodgers off, to keeping Kane on, to making all these, putting 10 defenders on when you are up and it's 11-11. Unbelievable. Anyway, people, Saturday is the third place game. I don't give a damn about that. Sunday is the final. Hopefully Spain kick their you know what, because I don't like Argentina. Hopefully Spain beat them. But England had a chance to win the game, but didn't have a manager. The manager was clueless. The manager got scared. The manager was a wimp, and he gave the game away. Manager was a wimp. Played scared, and he lost. Played scared and he lost. There's a lot of ruckus on the field. Played scared and he lost. The Argentina players were brutes, but England had a chance to win the game. They up 1-0. They did nothing. They don't deserve to win. They did nothing. They didn't pressure. They didn't score. They sat back and played deep. They got all the pressure, trying to absorb pressure. This is not Mexico, people. And Mexico scored 2 against them. But Tuchel cost them the game. Tuchel didn't know what the hell he was doing. He's like all them great supposed managers under pressure. The game was not complex. You needed pressure on Argentina. If your team is tired, make the strategic substitution to allow you to get up the field. Argentina is running when the game is done, pressuring you when you are done, right now you're up 2-1, and you go in your shell and your box playing what? Anyway, everyone, thanks for being here. Before you leave, hit the like button. You're Kranky ranking. Kranky ranting. Because I can't stand incompetence. This reminds me again of the JFF. Can't stand incompetence. I cannot stand it. Cannot stand it. Cannot stand incompetence. It's in that rocket science. And people tell you don't understand football. We don't want to understand the football you understand. Because you don't know what you're doing. Oh, in English, that means you don't know what you're doing. Sorry. It wasn't that great a match. I didn't like the match. I thought England gave the game away. I thought Argentina were the better team, to be honest. But they were the better team because Tuchel killed them. Killed his own team. And he will get slated by the press tomorrow. He's going to get destroyed tonight and tomorrow for this game. And England is disappointed. They should be. England played hard, but the problem is you can't play this way and expect to win. You can't play. Everybody's talking about how Tuchel is offensive-minded and how he does this. He's just like any other manager. And in the biggest time, he choked. Anyway, everyone, before you leave, hit the like button. Before you leave, please subscribe. Before you leave, please share the channel. After the World Cup, I'll be doing much more shows in a lot of different topics. I actually have another channel that I just opened up and I'll do something different on it. But please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate you. England, go get a good coach. It looked like we had McLaren coaching England this time around. Why is McLaren coaching England? No, because when I'm disappointed, I'm busy, DC. I'm out of town, DC. I'm not home. You can see from my background, I'm not home. So I have other stuff I have to get done. I'm gonna tell you people, I'm gonna give you some information. I was involved in a closing today. I'm supposed to sign some paperwork. I put it off to do this darn show because I thought England was gonna win. And I'm gonna go sign some paperwork now, so I gotta run. And I'm so frustrated. And watching the racist Argentinians. Not every Argentinian is racist, but the country's a racist country. We don't want them to win nothing. I hope Spain kick their ass on Sunday. That's how I feel. Anyway, everyone, thanks for being here. Don't mind me ranting. Appreciate you. Have a good evening. DC, Keisha, Uptown, Crumblim, Warrior, all of you guys, thanks for being here. Dr. Dan, Peter, J. Ross, Livingston, Safe Part Solutions. I wonder where you see you. Van 57 S5777, Ulipa 7, Ricardo, everybody. I am so disappointed. It starts with Jamaica making the World Cup, and it ends to me with England choking. Peace out, everybody. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye for now.